Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
To the air, Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
On the ground. Here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They go again with Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Ray Davis.
A 23-yard run.
And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run, too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mahomes going to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On play action, Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Allen off the play fake. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, Hardy pushes past him. Fights through, and now a crease. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.